What is happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Salute to you for coming through tonight. And look who we have here. We have Tapiwa Katikati. He's in the house today, joining us today. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, and you, brother?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. We are so honored to have you on the show today. It's a pleasure because we are heavily affiliated with the Swanepoel, the Swanepoel family, Bradley, Coach Mon, who is also your
Yes.
coach. How's things been for you since EFC 99?
Since from EFC 99, man, we are all good and doing good. And they was looking forward to have our title for Brad is wonderful, but things doesn't go on our way.
Yes.
Then I went back to Devon, sit together, put our head together. Now our game plan is for 2023. There will be a fireworks, my man, and the honesty, man. Wonderful family. They're going to have two titles for Dalen, for Brad, even for myself in lightweight division. So definitely, man, we are ready 2023. Can't wait.
Fantastic, fantastic. I mean, you've had a fantastic start, into your pro career. You're 5-0 in your pro career. What is it like being undefeated, in such a hungry and competitive environment like the EFC?
Honestly, man, from the beginning, man, since from 2021 last year, I can say when I had my debut in EFC. Yeah,
Mm,
before even start, man, you can have that feeling that man, this is going to be tough for me, man. It looks like but I always like to thank my team members, man. They always motivate me, put pressure on me, even for my debut, man. My
mm,
coaching, Bradley, they're all my coaching. So they was always with me, man. Motivate me for my debut, and my debut was tough fight because I had like a person who had like 5 fights already, professional. Now I was like
mm,
shocked, man. What's going on? But I say, no, I'm the mighty warrior. That's the reason why I call myself the mighty warrior. There's a reason. I know
mm,
who I am and I know what I've done in my amateur career. So when I
mm,
look at my fight in UFC for my debut, man, I said, no, man, there's nothing else. Let me go and show them who I am. So that
mm.
was a fantastic start from UFC.
You did so well. You did so well. There's never a up without a down, right? During your amateur career, you took a loss, but that loss, how did that help you to have this run that you now have as a pro from your amateur days?
And honestly, man, in my amateur career, the loss that I had,
Mm,
yeah, I still remember the fight that was, happening soon, like in 2019, end of the
mm,
year, when I was
mm,
fighting for NFC fight zone title, lightweight title. Yes, I was willing the whole fight, and
mm,
I think the round four, when I had a mistake, the mistake that I had wasn't that much, but for myself, even for my
mm,
supporter or everyone was saying I was right because
mm,
I kicked the guy from stand up, drop him.
mm.
At the same time, was getting up, man. Then I give another kick in the face, which was what will be perfect. And
Right,
they said what was down, but when I look at him before I kick, I saw the hand was up. So
right.
there was the and then I get like disqualification for that title.
Yes,
Then I look at the title like that.
and that's something that you've learned from in that kind of situation that's now helped you to go on as a
100,
pro to do what you're doing today.
yes, this is from that mistake, man. I even always say this to my coach. I'm not gonna make any mistake. Now I'm going professional to fight. I'm not gonna make any mistake. Each and
Mm,
every time when I'm fighting, yes, man, I'm always watching, back of the head, news stories. Yeah, man. Sometimes the mistakes will happen. When you're not
of
expecting.
course.
I'm gonna do this. No, yeah, but most of the time you also need to watch. I used to talk with my coach. I said, hey, I was checking the guy was hitting the back of the head, this and that. But the coach said, no, it depends. Sometimes if you dead blood, they can cut you and they'll disqualify you. So you mustn't do any mistake.
So let me ask you this: what makes EFC such a breeding ground for killers like yourself. Like every time I look at the fighters in the EFC, you know, there are strong fighters there. Your division is strong, but what makes EFC such a place where it's very, very competitive? What's that like being in and around it? Please tell us.
Honestly, man, yes, that is true. I like your question, my brother. There's lot of amazing fighters in UFC.
Mm.
Then I like to talk about Bradley. I've been watching Bradley from long time. If you look at all of his finishing, and I was shocked to see how he looked at his fight last time. But like
Yes.
I was always saying, champion is fine, man. This night wasn't yours, but I know that you're coming soon. Okay, back to the point. To be honest, man, to be the best, to become a champion, to become a good fighter, to become a strong, to become like the way we are right now, man, it's about to work hard. If you're not working hard, my man, to be honest, man, you won't make it. I wanna be honest on that. So we always
Mm.
work hard, man, like the other fighters, you know. So we always, man, work hard, man. You can't just become a champion. You can't just, say, no, get up from your house and say, no, I'm going to fight tomorrow. No, man, not like that. We start with the
Mm.
preparation first of all, man. We prepare for our fights. Coach must be happy according to your performance, how you training, how you feeling, and then you can call for the fight.
Yeah.
And that's why we always dominating. That's why we always winning. It starts from our gym preparation.
100%. I mean, look, I'm a big fan of how you take care of business in the octagon.
Yes, man.
Let me tell you this. I've seen a few of your fights. I watched your last fight as well. I was supporting you and your team. Coach Mon, Bradley's brother, all of you guys, Dylan. You guys. It was almost a hat trick. But when we look at the way that you, in particular, the way you finish your fight, you have a diverse way, whether it's knockouts, whether it's submissions, whether it's ground and pound TKO, whether you have everything. What makes you so well-rounded, the way you're well-rounded? Because it just shows you have your skills and there's still room for improvement, I believe.
Yeah, man, honestly, my man, when I look at the fight card that I'm going to fight in Rob Zimbabwe, I
Mm.
wasn't taking easy, honest. And I've
Mm.
been watching him, I think I've been watching from long time. And I know who he is and how he fights and how he used to submit the guys. The
Mm.
actual thing about his knock, what you call this guy, inside Kanyeva. Yeah, that was amazing. I was shocked to see that fight, that Rob Zimbabwe, he doesn't knock him. So when I look at that fight card, I sit with my coach, man, watch us fighting together, like as a family, discuss about him, and
Mm.
have the solution, how to destroy, how to win this fight.
Mm.
So my on that fight, it was to knock him out or take him out.
Mm.
Even decision, yeah, man, I never even went for the decision in my EFC, even in my amateurs, but
Yeah.
win is a win, no matter how you win. So
Of course.
I was yes. And as Coach Munis one for always saying, TK, Rob Boy will take you down, honestly. And he has like a lot of wrestling. And I say, Coach, yeah, if he takes me down, fight. To work on our ground defense, So we got to work on those techniques. That's why you see, then when he takes me down, man, I wasn't in panic. I was cool. I was cool in that fight. And I thought, okay, Rob Boy, go take down his fight. I was cool. And then lastly, the same time that he take me down, I thought he's gonna have like maybe a 30 minutes, man, end up, pushing as he used to fighting other guys. But I was shocked, man, from the beginning of the fight, and then he's shooting for the takedown. Then I called, man, immediately, man. I think it was in the beginning of the second minute where I get a choke.
Mm.
He slammed me. Well, that hurt a lot. But I said no, I can't let him go. But that is my submission. Even according to my coach, man, always practice for the submission. So I know that I already caught him. So that was the finish.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. And I just heard you say a win is a win, right? It don't matter how you win, it's just getting the W. But as a fighter, because it's you that goes in there and gets the job done, which one in your soul, in your heart of heart, deep in your soul, which one do you prefer? KO or submission? And tell us why.
Honestly, man, it's a tough question. But I can say KO, and I'm not 100% KO. Even if you look at my finishes, I have KO
Mm,
and I have the tap out. If you look at my
yeah.
celebration, it's the same. Yes.
Mm,
The way that I check you out, man, I can say that, man, I do, something that, it was, wasn't easy to do. So, no matter what, man, I can KO you. Yeah, because honestly, man, MMA is not like a boxing, man. It's not like a other things to kickboxing. It's not like a
that's
Muay
true.
Thai. It's the
Mm,
MMA. So, MMA, either you check him out or you you KO him or, it's fine. It's the same. It's always a celebration. So, for my
mm,
goal, man, I really like a KOs more than submission. So to rock
mm.
the boy, I don't like to talk about him because it's like a past, someone that I already done about him. So I don't want to say talk about him. But to others, the fact that
Mm.
I'm looking forward to, man, KO is my first key, the second is submission. So two of it, man, I don't mind no matter whatever it's going to be. I'll submit him or KO him.
Got you, got you, got you, got you. Uh, when I when I've seen you fight, the fights that I've seen you fight, your style, the fans appreciate it. You know, because you pressure the opponents, always advancing. You are ready to trade. When we see you fight, you're applying pressure, you're walking them down. You're doing all the things that the fans they like to see, right? Is this something that you just started training when you turned pro, or this is just the way that you like to fight?
That is the way. Let me say this in shortcut.
Mm,
Yeah, I can say that that is the way that I like to fight.
mm,
Yeah, man, but sometimes you can take a stand according to the situation we were facing with, how your opponent is trying to attack you, or how he moves, and all of those feelings. So yeah, the start may sometimes you can change your stance, because of the situation, how your opponent is moving, how he's fighting. Yeah, man. But yeah, I can see the see my start now. As I'm talking to you, man, I can even see my past fights, man, how I was moving.
mm,
I like that movement, and my
mm,
key is my right straight punch. And I really like that shot, man, especially in the first minute, the first round. Yes, I like
mm.
to learn those shots.
Continue,
Yes.
please continue.
So when I always know what this fight, either is a long time fighter, whatever it is, even the latest, even those are hitting right now, like in Pereira, this and that, I always watch those fights.
Mm,
So my stance, my man, and I can change, but I like that stance according to the person who I'm going to fight.
mm.
That's why if it's
Fantastic.
fun, they always screaming, shout. And I hope a lot of guys they know how I fight, and I've always
Mm,
checked them on Facebook, on Instagram, all over. Hey, bro, I was watching you, bro. Yeah, I like the way you fight. I like this and that. Even I got like thousands of people. They said, bro, how can I fight like you? This and that. So this is how we work. Even put it to my
mm,
to my sparring with my coaches. Our paid works. We also
mm.
work on a lot of things. I would like to
Yes.
thank Coach Muniz, wonderful man. He's the man who
Mm.
pushed me in my stand up, even in the ground as well. So hey, this man is doing a great job, on my eyes. Something that I know I'll never forget him.
Incredible, incredible. And you've just set me up very well for the next question I have for you, because you mentioned something about movies earlier on. I mean, like I said, some people will say you fight like a superhero sometimes from what they see in the movies. Uh, with Kamaru Usman appearing in a new movie like the Black Panther, we see Bokang Liku Giant from your part of the world in Woman
Yes.
King. You know, would you like to see more fighters, take on movie roles in fight scenes to help them create new revenue, for their bank accounts? Because really and truly, you guys, I believe, you got one of the most difficult jobs on the planet, and I think you guys should be paid and rewarded accordingly. But one of the best ways to do that is, taking stuff like movie roles, maybe even ads and stuff like that. What's your take on fighters doing movies and stuff?
Sure, man. I'm always, watching those guys. All those movies that you are talking about. I always watch them, man. Yeah, nowadays I'm concentrating a lot, in MMA fighters. All the schools, even the new schools. They are, the young generation. They are raising up. Even the old school. I always watch them. I can talk about George St. Pierce. Even his how George St. Pierce became a UFC fighter. I always watch Anderson Silva. The Spider-Man.
Yep.
I always watch those movies, man. Yeah, but honestly, man, let's say we are talking about a movie called Black Panther. Yeah, man, I've even watched a lot, but I used to a lot. Yeah, man, I would like to see, for a young generation, they are growing as they are even putting pressure on us at the moment, like right now. I have a lot of youngsters, they even ask me, Bruce, you are doing MMA. What else do you like to do? You only like MMA. Then I said, guys, if I say I want to act in movies, I would like to act in movies including boxing, kickboxing. I'm the person who like what you call Yuri Boyka. Yuri Boyka is my friend, man. I've been watching from the Undefeated one. He wasn't in. He started from Undefeated 2 to 4. So I really watched those, I think, more than 100 times. So yeah, I didn't used to watch this time, but it's one match in MMA. I used to watch these movies and put it to MMA. Sometimes you can, but most of the times, it won't work like that. MMA is something else that you need to do on its training and get ready for it. So yeah, 100%. We like a sort of stunt, man. We do.
Yeah, we got you. Let me ask you: if you wasn't fighting, if you wasn't doing fighting in another life, what would you have loved to be doing? If MMA the fight game was not in your pathway, what else would you have loved to be doing professionally?
I was always watching Rocky. I think Rocky the Rumble, Sylvester Stallone. Yes, I was always watching him when he was acting like a Rocky and those boxing matches. Most of the time I always say, no, man, I want to be a boxer, I want to be a kickboxing. This is not starting like now when I'm like 20 years started training for MMA. Let us move it. So my goal and my initiation, what I was really like to do when I was finishing, even before I finished my matric school in Zimbabwe, I was really like to be a Zimbabwe National Army. To become a soldier, not to be like a heartless person, the dead person, what I say, dead boys, this and that. No, man. It was for for the peace, protect our people, protect our countries, protect So I even go for the national application, this and that, and the thing doesn't go on my way. I even go for the interview to become a Zimbabwe National Army. So when they look at my background, how I live, they find that my parents, they're working in South Africa, my father living in South Africa. So they said I'm not a part of them. And then my man, I was like, heartless. But I can say, God is present. Maybe God doesn't want me to become an army, to become a soldier. So, but at that time, I was really angry. Why this is happening to me? The members of the army, they even take me for the interview. They even take me for the National Youth Service.
Wow!
And everything I even do history at school. When I was going back and send my details, nothing was happening, man. There was not calling me, to start my training. So I just give it up, man. I talked to my mama. That's the time that I know. My mom said, no, you can't force me. If it doesn't come on your way, it's fine. Leave it. Try something. That's the time that I started came to South Africa. And then lucky, man, God was always with me, man. God has blessed me, with a lot of friends that they're doing the right things. Until I started, having the dream of becoming an MMA fighter. Yeah, from the beginning, it was really tough for me. How can I do this? And I wasn't scared to tell my mother, to tell my brother that, guys, I want to be a fighter. To be honest, man, it wasn't easy, but I make it easy because I have that feeling that I want to be a MMA fighter. This is where I started. So right now, man, I can see the way, and there's nothing going to stop me, my brother. I want to be honest, man, all the way up. You have to reach
All the
up
way
there,
up.
man.
You just said all the way up. How high would you like to reach in the pinnacle of this sport? What organization? I know you can see me wearing the UFC hat. One day, what's your goal? What's your trajectory? What's the plan? Can you tell the audience?
Yes, I can say this. My goal, honestly, man, you already know the other before I say it. My goal is to become EFC champion first.
Yep.
Lightweight EFC champion.
Yep.
Right. If they allow me, they can release me, go for the next goal. I would like to step to the UFC. Even before UFC, there's a other tournament like a PFL, you know, like
PFL,
a Bellator.
Yeah. Bellator, yes.
Yes, like a UAE Warriors. There's even a one champion that is big, you know, like a,
Yes.
this UFC as well.
I mean, by God's grace, inshallah, you will reach your targets, you will reach your goals, because this is everybody's dreams, and you know everybody should be allowed to reach their dreams, especially if they work as hard as you do. Hey, TK, you've been fantastic with us tonight. You know, hopefully down the line we can always bring you back on the channel and you know, talk about more fights and more content, and you know, a bit more about your career as well. But it's a fantastic debut that you've had with us on here today, and you know, down the line, if you're up for it, you know, we would like to bring you back on the channel so we can do some more content, if that's okay with you.
100%, my brother, no problem, man. Thank you so much, man, for spending time with you, man. God bless you. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate, man, and I enjoyed this interview, man. I can't wait for another one. Thank you so much.
No problem, my bro. I mean, you guys are fantastic. Your team is fantastic. You know, we you know, we like your team. Everybody on your team, your coach, and you guys are always, you know, you always got time for us, and you know, we really appreciate it, because we know, you know, time is precious for you guys. Every time is valuable for you guys, because you guys are always training. So I appreciate the time that you've took out of your time to really come and talk to us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, boss.
All right, we have come to the end of the show, people. This has been TK Tapiwa Katikati, and he is a fighter in the EFC 155 division, and you're going to be seeing more of him. He's a fantastic fighter. Go and follow him on his Instagram page. We're going to add it to our channel. We're going to put it in the descriptions. Go and check out his page. Go and follow him. Go and support him. Do whatever you can to support him. As you can see, he's a well-mannered guy. He comes across nicely, yeah, just do what you can to support him. Every fighter needs our support, and that's why we are fight fans. You know, we're out here to support these fighters, and you know, we're out here to give them voices as well. And hopefully, you know, you can keep hearing more and more of these fighters' voices. And up onto the next video. Hasta la vista, people. We're out. Salute.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week Show. Please subscribe. Not now, but right now. Subscribe to the Fight Week Show. We'll see you guys on the road soon.